just like that, it was Monday again. Let's go and do a bit of decorating, shall we?
Welcome back, everybody, and I'm back at my decorating job. It's Monday and I've got this bedroom to do now, so I'm in between the hallway, as you would have seen before, and this is the last upstairs bedroom to do, the main bedroom. And there's quite a bit of masking and sheeting to do to get this ceiling sprayed, so I kept looking at it and I'm in an R thinking, oh, shall I just get a brush and roller out? And it's easy to do that, really. If you're new to spraying, the thought of masking everything up and covering everything up can be a little bit daunting, and you think, oh, by the time I've done that, I could just get a brush and roller out. But I persisted with it, and it worked out well in the end because I got the ceiling sprayed so quickly. I think this ceiling took me, I'd say 3 or 4 minutes each coat, so 2 coats of that. So the work was minimum, but it took a little bit of covering up this bedroom, a little bit of sheeting up. I hope there was no cameras in that bedroom. But anyway, there's the sprayer all set up again in the other room. So all I've got to do is bring the lead in with a gun and away I'll spray. And it's as easy as that then. I've just also got to take these curtains down. I don't think they could take the curtains down. They're a little bit fiddly at the back with the little grub screws. I don't think they had anything for that. So you can see quite a bit of masking up and sheeting up here. Laying all this fleece down and then bits of brown paper. I was just using up odds and sods what I had left over, half rolls of stuff and bits of that. So it's a wooden floor under here, so I just completely covered everything up because although the sprayer doesn't drip, it will leave a fine mist that will come down on the floor.
Let's get a brush, bit of dust up there. Hold on. Bit more pressure. So you've got them towels. They're not good. That's better, look. None of them. That's what you don't want. You don't want them towels on the side. You want it to be blending nice. Doesn't really matter on this ceiling, but on the wall it would show. mist there. Right, let's get that. Let's let that dry in and then we'll go again then. Big lump there, look, can you see that? What's that? Is it a big lump? Second coat. So yeah, hope you're all right. Okay. So that's Monday out of the way, thank God. It's always nice to get Monday done with, isn't it, really? I haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're all alright. I did put a little video out last night, actually, and then I deleted it again. It was more about my weekend rather than any work, and I don't think anyone really wants to watch what I got up to the weekend, but I'll show you a little snippet anyway. So on Saturday, I tidied up my van in order to get a load of DJ stuff in, because we did some DJing Saturday night. And tidying up the van looked something like this. And then once that was done, I went for a little walk to get me a little bit of haircut down in the town. And my little walk into town looks something like this. You know what, it makes you realise how unfit you are.
And then after that, I come home, loaded up the DJ stuff in the van, went and did a disco party, whatever you want to call it, which was a fundraiser for a lovely young lad that is not very well. And I think everyone had a good time at the party, and the party looked like this. And then Sunday morning, I looked out the window and it looked like this. And then after that, I emptied out my van from all the DJ stuff, put the plastering stuff back in, painting stuff ready for today. And that, believe it or not, looks something like this.
Now it's time to put all the gear back. Oh dear.
And then once all that was done, I had to go out and look at a job. And I was going to video it. I thought I videoed the look at the job, but I didn't. I pressed a photo. So I think what I did, I come home and I described it. And that description looked and sounded something like this.
Fairly sized room. There was no plasterboard on it at all. It was just stud work, a little bit of brickwork showing. And the room was 5 metres long, 3.8 across, 2.8 high. And it all needs boarding, bit of dot and dabbing as well. So I'll give them a price for that.
So that's what I've been up to really. And then obviously you've just seen me today, what I've been up to in there. More painting, not a lot to film actually. It's a bit disheartening because I'm trying to put more videos out and get me subscribers up and stuff. And I landed this job which is a bit too much decorating for me in one go. So you can't really film much of that. There's only so much content I can put out with decorating rooms. And I can't speak too much in there because the customer's in. So I can't even have a waffle really. So I'm just trying to show you a little bit each day just to keep you up to date if any of you are interested. It just keeps me relevant on YouTube, I suppose. I've got the rest of the week at that job and then I'm going to have a break. And then when I come back to that job, I think I've got at least another week there after that. So it's like a 3.5 week job really, which is a big deal for me really. I don't usually take on jobs that big. And if I'm perfectly honest, don't tell anyone, but I didn't want that job. I priced it okay, but I priced it a bit higher than I usually would in order that I might not get it because I didn't really want it. But as it happens, you'll see. As it happens, you'll see. Can't do that anymore. But as it happens, it came in handy because there was a little bit of a gap between work, and that is just filling in great. So that's why I'm away next week. Is I've got a load of other work to do, and I think the woman wants a little bit of a break anyway. That's me for today. I'll get home now and edit this out, put it out, and I will see you all maybe tomorrow afternoon. See what happens in that room. I'll show you it all with a second coat on it and see what you think. Quite a bold colour. The woman was a bit umming and ahhing whether she's going to like it or not, but she does, thank God. I've had that before where the customer suddenly changes their mind and you got to do all your work again, but yeah, all good. And the erbauer sprayer today was tip top. It really was worked lovely actually, even with that split filter. It sprayed. And I must just tell you, that paint I've been using, the Dulux Super Matte, which I've diluted down quite a bit, I've not had one clog in that whole tub of paint. I've done I've done about 5 ceilings with that paint now, that tinner paint. And I've not had one tip clog. Now that's good going, isn't it? I know the filters are doing their job as well, but usually you get a little clog here and there. You've got to turn around and blast it through. Not a thing with that. It's been really good, and I'm not sure if that's down to the sprayer or the paint, but the paint certainly has no sign of lumps in it when I've been mixing it. So it seems like it's quite a good paint really, and you get quite a bit for your money because you just keep diluting it. So 60 quid for the Super Matte. I might use it again downstairs actually. Obviously I want to do the whole house in the same paint, but I was thinking I'll just do upstairs with one paint and then go with like a 30 quid paint for downstairs. But no, I think I'll get that again because that has been a real nice paint actually. It's quite a rarity if you're spraying ceilings or spraying anything and you don't get the odd tip clog. But no, I can hand on heart say that tip has been fine. It's a 517 tip, so it's a little bit of a wider tip, but even so, no, it's been really good. Anyway, that's enough waffle from me. And it's lovely and bright here, it's really nice. Anyway, I will see you soon. Probably see you tomorrow.